Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to Ellenburg. Today is the 17th of October, 2013, and this is actually an extenuation of a game that was canceled probably over 2 weeks ago, Calvin, I'm guessing.
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Rescheduled, postponed.
Well, what happened was there was a game going on here, and there was 10:06 left in the half, and that's where we're starting right now. 10:06 here left in the half. Chazy was leading the Bobcats 3-2, and then the weather came in, and when I say weather, it was more lightning and thunder and lightning, and they had to call the game. And in soccer, if you don't finish the first half, you have to continue the game where the time ended, and it was at 10:06. So it is 3-2 Chazy. We're back here in Ellenburg to finish this game from a couple weeks ago. And there's a collision there. No call. I guess they called it 50-50, but unfortunately the NAC player got the bad end of that deal from Alec Lapierre. And it is far side, and it looks like it will be a throw in here for the Eagles. The wind is coming pretty stiff from our back. I know 2 weeks ago when we were down here, the wind was going from north to south, and it was going strong. Chazy had a 3-0 lead. Ellenburg came back with 2 goals, and we have an
Ellenburg, Altona, Line Mountain, Cherubusco.
Well,
Northern Adirondack.
The Bobcats. Okay, that's like me saying E-Town, but not throwing Lewis in there. But it is Michael Martinez a little shaken up on that play, so he's going to come out for just a minute or two. And Kaiser, the official across the way, said, "Coach, just take him off, give him a little breather here, and let him get his senses back here." And checking into the game is Darian Velasquez. Velasquez. All right, Velasquez. I mean, it depends. And we have Rabideau here taking the throw in here for the Eagles. And of course, this game here, the implications for this game is strictly for Division II. Chazy has clinched Division II, but it's come playoff time. NAC will move on into the C bracket. They won't play Chazy after today in playoff action. Chazy will drop down into the, not drop down, they're there anyway, but the D bracket. So this is the last time that these two teams will play this year. Chazy winning in Chazy, Chazy winning in Chazy against the Bobcats. I think it was a close game. Wasn't that a 1-0 game?
I think so. Yeah, it was a close. It was a battle.
Yeah, it was a battle down in Chazy at the George Brendler Field, and it's Dorn with the ball coming here to the near side over to us, trying to find Duquette. Duquette trying to trap, sends it up, trying to find Rabideau. Rabideau looking to control, and Rabideau's had a good senior season here on the soccer field. He's really turned into an offensive threat, and he almost had to with the injury, the season-ending injury to Derek Drake. And right now it's Hayden Gay gets the shot off, trying to get a screen shot off, left-footed, so nice try there by Hayden Gay. And the goalie Ethan King will work his way to the 18, and it is actually senior day here at NAC. They will honor the Bobcat seniors here at halftime, which is only about 7.5 minutes away from now. Dorn clears it up, picked up by Duquette. Duquette now sending it through, and Rabideau is called for the offsides, and Barry Norton said he was just past the defense. And there is nobody complaining on the Chazy side, so I guess it was definitely offsides. So good call by Barry Norton.
Why do you think they'd be complaining on the Chazy side? I've never ever heard complaining.
Not normally, no, definitely not normally. But I mean, if they felt that it wasn't offsides, you would have heard something, and there was no questions. And it will be a throw in here for the Bobcats. Quickly it comes in, it goes off the head of Hayden Gay. So a throw in, the Bobcats moving the ball down the sideline here. And it is Labarge getting the ball quickly over to Scott Collette, but picked up by Zach Brothers, who's had another strong season here for the Eagles coming into the varsity level. And it's Hayden Gay sending it through, trying to get Rabideau. Rabideau breaking by the defense. It's Rabideau kind of overran it, and it was Dylan Miller clearing it out. And Rabideau just overran that nice pass. And looking to feed it back, it's the Eagles coming in. It's Barrier working his way down, trying to turn and get the shot off. It'll be a corner kick. Nice play by Barrier. Goes off the defense. So a corner kick here for Chazy, but Hayden Gay is kicking into the wind, so that will have some effect on the corner kick here as it's a nice breeze up here in Ellenburg that you normally get up at the school. But nice feed inside the box, headed by Lapeer, and saved by Ethan King going down to the ground to save that one. As we approach 5 minutes and 47 seconds here left in the half, Chazy leading 3-2, and coming down is Ryan Mannion. Mannion's got some good plays. Good play by Lapeer on a slide tackle up front, and it is Mannion sending it up. It looks like it'll work its way off the end line, and it does. So it'll be a goal kick here for the Eagles.
Good idea. On the game that was postponed due to the lightning, it was one of the hottest days of the fall. That was that 85-degree day when it was really muggy. It felt like 100 degrees, and one of the reasons that particularly the JV game has to be rescheduled was they had to take mandatory water breaks. I think the JV game was only a couple of minutes away from halftime.
Yeah, they were, and it's amazing to have that type of weather in October. Heck, you get that in the summer. You don't usually see that in the fall, and we definitely had it here in the fall.
Well, it was late September, I think. Do you think it was early October?
Boy, it was either early October or it could have been right at the end of September. But regardless, you don't see that type of weather that time of year. And here goes Rabideau. Rabideau has some nice speed, and Rabideau looking to get the shot off, sends it across, nobody there. Gay gets to there, trying to turn, and there's a shot by Josh Barrier over the net, so it'll be a goal kick here for the Bobcats.
And I'm struggling to get a light on this picture because we got my left Champlain. I'll show Champlain here.
yeah, there's Champlain.
And the sun was shining. I said, boy, it's going to be a vast difference between the thunder and lightning and this great sunshine. And as I headed west,
well, it's definitely cloudy above our heads.
Nothing but clouds to our west. So we got the sun is behind all those clouds, and we've got blue skies ahead of us, so the camera just can't figure that out.
And Gay with the ball. Keeps it simple, trying to find Barrier. And it's Josh Barrier having some space, now chipping it up. And it goes off of LaBarge. And Brothers gets a hard shot off. And it goes off the goalie and hits the post. It looked innocent enough. King made the save, but it goes off his hands and hits the post. So the Bobcats actually dodged the bullet. But nice hard shot by Zach Brothers. And the ball controlled by the Bobcats comes to the near side over to Kellett. And nice job by O'Connor holding his ground. O'Connor with the ball, setting it up. And stepping up is LeBombard. Colin LeBombard has it knocked away.
Why? It's a good tackle.
What the hell are you looking at?
So some fans there into the game here.
Jeez, this guy over here is closer. He didn't see nothing.
And Doran will take the kick here with 2:51 to go. Doran feeds it inside the box, goes over Lapeer, goes over to by Barrier and out of bounds. So we have a goal kick here for the Bobcats. We have Barry Norton on the near sideline. On the far sideline, we have
Gary Kaiser.
Brothers gives it up over to Gay. Pushing it up through, trying to find Rabideau. Cleared up toward midfield. Lapeer's there. Pushes it back over to Dorn. Dorn now goes back to Lapeer. Gets it up over to Brothers. Brothers over to Barrier. Barrier trying to find Barrier, or trying to buy Brothers. Brothers being pushed off the ball by LaFountain. And it's Brothers and Martinez fighting for the ball. It goes off of Brothers, so a throw in here for the Bobcats. As we have 1:52 here left in the half, Chazy leading the Bobcats 3-2. Far sideline out of bounds, so throw in here for Chazy. And it is, Ducat will be called for a handball right there. And the ball comes up over to LaFountain. Barrier battling for the ball. Has it taken away by Kellett. And And Bobcat's trying to get an equalizer here before the half. And it's Duquette coming down the near sideline here. It's Duquette working his way down, going over there's Labarge. Duquette trying to turn. Nice play, defensive play by Labarge. And cleared into the open space. And Dorn rushing to the ball as well as Mannion. A nice play by Dorn, just chipping it back up over to Duquette.
Still there.
Duquette gets up with the ball. Nice play by Duquette. Try to get it to Barrier. Goes past Barrier.
Still there.
Stepping up is Rogers. And it's controlled by the Bobcats. Sending it through. Trying to get to Mannion. And Santor comes off, or Santor, Gravel comes off his. I do that every game, it seems like. He does look like Austin Santor, but it's Gravel coming off here for the Eagles off his line. And it's Austin Gravel, not Austin Santor. Austin Santor had a great career at Chazy, but he has moved on.
Yep.
Actually, he's
Playing somewhere, yeah, I can't remember where.
Hey, he's doing well. It might be Herkimer, if I'm not mistaken. But the first half has officially come to an end here in Bobcat country. Chazy leading Ellenburg 3-2. NAC, as Calvin says. Correct myself here. NAC 3-2.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we would like to honor our senior athletes and parents. Alden Kerr, son of Amanda and Alden Kerr.
Continuing to battle that lack of light here.
Team co-captain Dylan Labarge, son of Katrina and John Labarge. Team co-captain Ryan Mannion, son of Camilla and Rodney Dupre. Michael Martinez, son of Shim Chi. Brady Smart, son of Kelly and David Smart. Senior scorekeepers Michaela Manor and Darby Rabadou. Northern Adirondack thanks the seniors for their participation in varsity sports and their parents for all of their support in their sons' careers. We wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Senior night here at Northern Adirondack and Ellenburg Corners.
And we're here to start senior night. And Calvin, I assume you got the senior presentations at halftime?
I'm still teary-eyed, Joey, but I'll
Okay.
try to carry on.
That's good, because I went over to see the JV game that's going on right behind us, and the Chazy Boys lead the Bobcats of NAC 2-1 at the JV level. They're well into their second half. Like you said, there's only about 2 minutes left in the first half on that game. So Chazy will be going from left to right, and the wind really has no factor or advantage here. Like I say, the other day it was going from north to south. Here we're going from west to east. This game's going right across the field, so there's really no advantage to anybody. But there was definitely an advantage in that first game to the team, which was NAC actually going in with the wind. And I think I was kind of watching Calvin, but I think that kind of helped with a couple of the goals from what I hear.
I can't remember.
Calvin says I shoot so many shows I can't remember what I did last week.
They all look alike. When I leave here, I'm going inside the school for the end of the JV volleyball and the varsity volleyball.
Here tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so you got a schedule planned here. And tomorrow the boys will then move on to play another game that was canceled because of weather. They're going off to the Seton Catholic field to play the Seton Catholic, who actually Chazy tied them at George Brendler Field 1-1, and it was a Zach Brothers goal with 28 seconds that forced the overtime.
Yeah, I know. I never forgave him for that.
No, it kept you there for an extra 20 minutes. That's probably one of our colder nights that night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because we've had a nice fall.
Yeah.
We can't really complain about that.
No, I'm complaining right now about this breeze.
Well, yeah, there's a wind chill factor working.
Neck,
yeah, there's a wind chill factor working right now.
If I had a hood, I wouldn't even notice it. It's right.
We go up higher on their press box up there. That would really help us up there.
Go ahead.
You stay down here?
The camera will. The cord there for the microphone will.
No, it's long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get up there. And I'll probably lose another 10 degrees if I go up that high. Right now the ball is. What's that?
I'd be able to get a better picture though because it's still battling that sky. It's just with no sunlight behind me. It's tough to keep a picture up.
Yeah. You're the consummate professional that you are.
I don't always do a good job, but I always do the best I can. So that's what I tell people.
Listen,
I may not always be good, but it's the best I could do.
Well, let me tell you this. I've seen Joe, the fish on the camera. You are like an expert.
Speaking of which, has he got my other camera? I haven't.
I would assume so.
Okay.
I left at halftime, and he was there, and he got Coach Brendler to go up to that game.
Oh my goodness.
The Westport game.
So I'm sure they talked a lot about 1983.
Probably that's been on the fan Facebook page there lately. And we have Bryce Labarge checking in.
When George did the play-by-play for me a few games after he retired, and he stopped doing it because people were complaining. All he did was talk about things other than the game that was happening.
Well, don't we do that sometimes?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was enjoying myself. It was always interesting up there with George,
but Joe and I do that at times when the game's kind of on the boring side.
He took it to heart.
Oh well. It is Hayden Gay pushing it back, trying to find barrier, and it's Spencer Rogers. Gets it up over to Lapeer and cleared up toward midfield. Stepping up is O'Connor. He tried to push it to the corner, but a little too far, so we got a throw in here for the Bobcats. 36 minutes here left in the game. Chazy leading 3-2.
Second half.
I know, we do that every time. Calvin says second half. We'll see. But there's been no scores on the 17th of October. There were 5 when they met earlier in that first half. So a different style of game, I guess you could say, with the lack of goals here. And the Eagles trying to put some Hicks working his way down the line, trying to get by the defense, number 13, Joss.
13, Jutnan.
Juntanen, okay.
Jutnan.
Oh, that I can't read your writing.
No, it's Jutnan. Juntenen.
So it's not Juntanen?
Jutnan. You gotta say it fast though. You can't.
Okay.
If you spend too much time pronouncing it, you'll make it sound like an extra syllable. It's a quick N after the Jutnan. Jutnan.
Okay. All right, we'll get that down.
A long-standing name here from back to the Lion Mountain days.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
So did we compete with the Juntanens back then?
I'm sure we did.
When I say we, I mean you back in the St. Mary's days. Because you would have played Lion Mountain in those teams back then, right? The smaller schools?
I never played any sports, but no. When I was in school, St. Mary's was in the Catholic League. They didn't play soccer until a couple of years later.
Okay.
And they were in the Catholic League in basketball.
Okay, sends it across. Dangerous. But a good play by Ethan King going up in the air to grab that. So they played in the Catholic League. There were enough teams back then in the Catholic League?
Oh, you had St. Joseph's out of Malone. You had St. Pius X out of Saranac Lake. You had 3 schools in Plattsburgh and St. Mary's.
Wow, that was interesting.
Yeah. At OLVA, MAI, and St. John's.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
And they'd all beat up on St. Mary's.
Oh, they beat up on them.
Well, they were bigger schools.
Barrier gets the shot off. Good hustle
OLVA
by
was
Barrier.
the school we could compete with most of the time, and St. Pius X was always a good game, but St. Joe's out of Malone was a
Powerhouse back then.
yeah, they were a tough school, and of course the 2 MAI and St. John's were very tough.
Is that a goal kick? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't you yell at the subs? I was turned around.
And the ball controlled by number 15, Kerr. Thrown here by Rogers. Trying to find Rabideau. Goes over Rabideau's head, and it's chipped up by LaFountain. Rogers sends it back up over to Dorn. Dorn sends it across, got away from Mannion. And it is Lapierre going back up over. And there's a foul called. Foul called on the Eagles. And Mr. Norton saying back it up. And Ryan Mannion is their go-to guy here at in Bobcat country, but he's going to give the ball up to number 5 Scott Collette and it's I like to throw that little French version in there. So it's sent through Rabideau with some good speed, trying to get through. Good job defensively. Looked like number 19 Dylan Miller did a great job defensively. And it is Hicks has it knocked away from him. Stepping up on the offensive end is O'Connor. Now it's sent back into Chazy territory. Dorn's there. He'll trap it, control it, sends it up over to Brothers. Brothers gets it over to Barrier. Josh Barrier working his way outside the 18, chipping it through. And here's a chance for, what a chance for Rabideau, but a good job by King coming out to stop that attempt. And we have a corner kick, so all kinds of substitutions coming in. Thomas Tebow coming in.
Okay,
well
Tebow was in my way.
Okay, Dustin Dominic and number 6, it looks like Darian Velasquez. Coming off is Michael Martinez and number 15.
15, Alden Kerr.
Alden Kerr. Okay, I'm just trying to read your writing.
As through my pocket for.
I was going to say, as the years have gone by, your
games.
penmanship has kind of gone the other way.
Crosser's been in and out of my pocket for 6 games, so it's kind of weather worn.
I would say. So with 31.
So I could read it.
Well, and that's all that matters, right?
That's right.
You know, I can't be the Ted Baxter, show up and just get what I get. You know, I should be thankful. Barrier gets the shot off, and it goes wide, so it'll be a goal kick. So we're approaching the 31-minute mark. Chazy with a 3-2 lead. There has been no score here on the 17th of October in Ellenburg. All those goals were scored a couple weeks ago. It was either late September or early October that this game was played, and it was stopped because of lightning. So they're replaying this game. The same thing the JVs are behind us playing right now, finishing the game. And as Calvin said, there was a heat index that day, which was not normal for that time of year, and they had to stop for water breaks.
It's the first time I've ever seen high school games stop for water break.
I just wonder what they do in the summer when they're playing when it's 90 degrees out, summer soccer.
Well, you know, a lot of, in the summer we hear these horror stories out of places like Texas where the kids in practice, there's 100-degree temperatures, dropping dead. So I think it comes out of that.
Well, it looks like the JVs just scored again behind us, so they have moved ahead 3-1 here.
They? Who is they?
Chazy.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I said Chazy just scored they.
No, you said, looks like the JVs scored again, you said.
I didn't say the Chazy JVs. Okay, we'll have to replay that tape there. But okay, well, thank you for correcting me.
I know your son coaches, but...
As you know, Calvin, I need all the help I can get. It is Barrier with the ball. So actually, are you going to be at the Seton game tomorrow?
No.
Okay. So.
I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow.
And Barrier battling his way.
Nothing on my calendar. I'm hoping there's a gymnastics meet in Chazy, so I can cover a gymnastics meet. I haven't done one yet this year.
And so after this, it looks like we'll be going to playoff soccer.
Yeah, and continuing with volleyball.
Well, yeah, for you for volleyball. And it's Rabideau with the throw right inside the box. Good throwing. Brothers trying to get the shot off, trying to control, and nice play by Ethan King coming off the line to get that ball. And we have 28-57 here in the second half off the head of Lapeer. And they got to watch out for Mannion. This is a guy you got to watch out for. And he's very capable. And good recovery. He gets the shot off. Good play by Dorn to step in front of that shot. Headed out by Brothers and now by Barrier. And trying to be controlled by Bryce Labarge, but picked up by Brothers. He sends it up over to midfield. Rabideau with the ball. Comes back up over to Hicks. Hicks pushes it back up over to Spencer Rogers. Rogers has it knocked. They both kicked it. Went off of Adarian Velasquez.
Here. Get it over our head. I know, buddy. I know.
And it's a throw-in. And Barrier chipping it up. And it's Hayden Gay working his way down. Nice move by Gay, trying to get the shot off. He goes wide, hits the goalie, and it will be a corner kick. So nice diving save by the goalie Ethan King. Nice shot by Hayden Gay. Corner kick for Chazy, and Gay will go take the corner kick with 27:55 here left in the second half. I won't say game because Calvin constantly corrects me on that. I'm a slow learner, Calvin. And there's the shot inside the box. And Barrier gets his foot on it, just goes right over the net. So a goal kick here.
I had a second half last night that went into overtime.
Last night.
Yeah, in Northeastern girls.
So you had to play an extra 20 minutes.
Yeah, no sudden death. And of course, Cougars scored in the first overtime, and that was all the goals in the overtime. But got to play all 20, even though it's 5 minutes into the overtime. The winning goal has been scored.
Right.
So at least the boys go to sudden victory now, which is
sudden death, Calvin. Don't get politically correct on me here. It's sudden death.
Golden.
No, I don't say golden goal here. It's sudden death. There's no. Now these are the views of the announcer, not hometown cable.
Right.
Yeah, I know you want to put that disclaimer in there.
Nobody dies.
I just find it comical. It is Gay with the ball, sends it back up over to Barrier. Barrier trying to find Hicks, and he just goes over the ball. Rogers trying to get it over to him. Rogers trying to beat Smith, trying to get by Velasquez, and Lapeer chips it up out of bounds. So we have a throw in here for the Bobcats. Ready to come into the game is Leon Riley.
Corey!
And coming out of the game is Corey LaFountain.
No sideline. No sideline. Well, we gotta move wide in and out. You're still finding each other on the side.
Coming right down the line. It is Barrier. Sends it through over to Gay. Gay chips up to the far side. Knocked away, picked up by Brothers. Brothers working his way through, trying to get through a couple players. He's finally shielded away from the ball. It's cleared out. Gay gets a shot off, left foot wide of the net. So a goal kick here for the Bobcats. And it'll be Ethan King taking the kick here for the Bobcats. And it's Barrier. Josh Barrier pushes it up over to Rabideau. Rabideau will back to Barrier. Getting a low shot off. There's the save by King. There's a rebound, and Hicks did not rush to the net. And I know Coach McAuliffe will be talking to Tyler Hicks about that one.
Follow the shot.
He's right off the bench right now going down.
Follow the shot.
Yeah.
Come on, fellas, let's go!
Yeah, Coach McAuliffe was not pleased with that one. So we have a throw in here by Rabideau. And it goes off of the defense, but right into the hands of King. It went off of the leg of Cody Smith. And the punt, nice punt. Off the back of Rogers. Barrier chipping it up, trying to get by Smith. Back to midfield. And there's a jump in by O'Connor, not called for it. Trying to find Rabideau. And it is Dylan Miller, sends it up to the open space. Rogers pushes it back up over to Dorn. Dorn quickly sends it up toward midfield, trying to find Barrier. Barrier has Tebow to his other outside. Has it knocked away. And it is Kellett with the ball, working his way down offensively here for the Bobcats. Pushing it back, comes to the near side, up over to Miller. Picked up by Gay. Gay working his way down, is taken away by Smith. Smith now sends it up onto the feet of Velasquez. He's trying to get by Rogers, and Rogers does a nice job, and he slams it off Smith. So a throw-in here for the Eagles. Brothers controlling. Nice kick by Brothers into Bobcat territory. It's knocked out of bounds by Miller, so a throw-in here for the Eagles. Hicks will take the throw-in with 23 minutes to go. Quickly he tries to find Rabideau. Rabideau chips it up trying to find Gay, and it's chipped up into midfield. And it goes by Rogers, and it is Velasquez taken by Lapierre, and both slide in. That was going to hurt, and Lapierre hurt on that one as he slides into Leon Riley. And out of bounds, so throw in here for the Eagles. And they're stopping the clock as Lapierre is down. Dylan Garrow checked into the game, as well as Dan Hoff for the Bobcats. Lapierre is out, and he's just trying to walk it off right now.
I don't know if he got a spike in the knee area or that.
The other guy was down. He slid into him as he was down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if the the knee hits the spike or the spike hits the knee.
No, I know it still hurts. It still stings. Never fun to have that happen to you. And Gay quickly gets the shot off, knocked away by King. Nice job. Garrow chips it up over the net. So we have a goal kick here for the Bobcats with 22:05 to go here left in the game. In the half.
What's half?
Second half. See, that's where your confusion comes in when you say half.
No, you say second half. You all say first half. When you're in the first half, you don't say there's 65 minutes left in the game. You say there's 25 minutes left in the half. First half.
Well, that would be true. I have never said 65 minutes left in the game. That would be true. And it's controlled by the Eagles. And Hicks center of the field right now. Hicks being challenged by LeBombard. And it looks like the JV game is coming to an end. And it looks like the Eagles, they only had 2 minutes left when they got here.
I know, but we got more than 10. We got 20 left.
Yeah, we do, but they had their halftime festivities and stuff, and they got right at it, I guess.
It must have been a short half. With just 2 minutes, you don't even need a halftime break.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They just went right at it.
Yeah.
So it looks like Lapierre's ready to check back in. He's walked it off, rubbed it. Yep, it's always nice to see somebody get back on the field after they were injured. And it is Rabideau.
All right, buddy.
Rabideau has him back there, but you got Ryan Mannion. Has it taken away by Rabideau, pushed it back up over to O'Connor. Tyler Hicks with the ball, comes to the outside over to Duquette. Duquette sends it across, and it's cleared out. Duquette will go back to the ball, trying to shield it away from Smith. And up offensively is Spencer Rogers. He takes a shot, and it goes off the defense, but it's kept inside. And nice play by the defense of the Bobcats, taking it off Duquette. So Alec Lapierre is checked back into the game. And we have a number 12, and Calvin, we have no number 12 here on the roster. So we're going to call him number 12.
Well, I'll hold that mic and go find out who it is there.
Just see.
Yeah.
So right now, Cameron's in
Cameron Jarrell.
Right, he's on that real list.
Cameron Jarrell Oh, no, there's 18. You changed it over here.
Yeah, they started the season as 18, moved to 12.
Okay. So, Calvin, he is on the list here?
He is there, yeah.
My apologies. I thought you missed something there.
I did, but it wasn't. It's on there, but not.
As Joe would
not
say,
before his name, after his
you
name.
set me up for failure, and I appreciate that.
Oh, it's all right.
Doran, nice high kick inside the box, headed out by the defense. And stepping up is O'Connor. Mannion on the far side with the ball. Pushing it back onto the feet of Kellett. Goes into Chazy territory. Doran trying to keep it in. And Doran does a nice job keeping it in. And Doran now will send it up trying to find Rabideau, but on the far side it is LeBombard. There for the Bobcats. He knocks it out of bounds. So we're under 20 minutes, 18:45 to be exact here, left in the second half. Chazy leading 3-2. There's been no goals on this day. There were 5 scorers when they were here 2 weeks ago. But Chazy is maintaining that 3-2 lead. Obviously the Bobcats would love nothing more to get a goal here and try to tie this game up. Eagles are trying to get some space with a 3-2 lead. Ball pushed back to King, and that was dangerous. He couldn't touch it because the defense sent it back to him. He had to kick it, and Rabideau was coming on. Ball at midfield, and it's picked up by Rogers. He sends it through, and the goalie calls for it as Rabideau comes running in again, but King was there. And there's the kick by King, and it is Brothers heading up over to Hayden Gay. Gay trying to get by one player, got too far ahead of him, and Barrier comes through trying to keep it in. It is Barrier. Ooh. And Kaiser says it's out of bounds. And he blew that whistle with authority. We have throw in by Smith. It goes off of Kaiser was smiling at him. He had a big grin when I was saying that in front of him. And we have a throw in here by Smith. Onto the feet of Riley. Off the head of Jeru. And 4 or 5 passes here by the Bobcats. And it goes off the shoulder of Hoff. And Gay gets it up over to Rabideau. Rabideau overruns it, but he recovers, gets it back up over to Duquette. Gage Duquette, dubbed the Wonder Boy by Joe with the fish poisson. And Duquette overruns that ball, and it's controlled by Miller. Miller sends it up. Running back there is Lapierre, coming on strong as Hoff. And Lapierre sends it up over to onto the feet of Duquette, back to Brothers. And it's Brothers trying to, nice play by Brothers, gets by 2 or 3 players. It's Brothers. He'll push it to the outside to Duquette. And coming on strong is number 19. Good play by Dylan Miller. Turned on the afterburners to knock that out of bounds as Duquette was ready to turn around and deliver. But a good defensive play by number 19, Dylan Miller, with 16:24 to go. Throw in by Rabideau. Nice throw in off the head of Duquette. And Lapierre trying to get a shot off. And Lapierre does get a shot off, and it goes on top of the net. So we have substitution. We have number 13, Josh Juntaden, coming into the game here, and coming out of the game is Cody Smith. You like the way I got that time?
You came closer. Smith, you did real good on Smith.
Oh,
though.
Smith, that was that just flowed.
Yeah.
Came right off the tongue.
Come on, White, tie it up, tie it up.
And the ball far side, it will work its way out of bounds. So we have a throw in here for the Bobcats as we're approaching the 15-minute mark. Substitution, no subs yet. So White throw in. And the ball comes in, controlled by the Bobcats. Out of bounds, off Gay. So a throw in here for the Bobcats. And Calvin, you were the smart one. You brought your gloves. I didn't even think about doing that. And I'd say my hands are cold, but I don't know. They're too numb to tell. It is Rabideau coming down the line, or down the middle of the field here, trying to go to the far side to find Gay. Rabideau goes down, and it's kicked up to the far side over by LeBombard. Over there is Garrow. Garrow has it taken away from him. And we have mass substitutions coming in here for the Bobcats. And here come the Bobcats. It's Mannion has it knocked away. Brothers. Lapierre has it knocked away. Dorn's there in the sweeper position. Sends it up toward midfield. Off the head of Rabideau. Garrow stepping up for Chazy. Garrow.
Keep dropping.
Number 5, Kellett gets there first, but coming over to help out is Gay. Gay over to Barrier. Now over to Brothers. And number 14, Hoff, has it taken away. Brothers gets a shot off, and here comes wholesale substitutions here. So 6, 11, 15, and 21. Velasquez, LaFountain, Kerr, and Smart going in, and it's Tyler Hicks for Chazy. And a boatload of them just came off. I didn't get those numbers. So I see Ryan Mannion coming off. And number 12, Jeru. Coming off is Duquette for Chazy. Brothers chipping it up, trying to find Gay. And a foul on Hayden Gay. And Barry Norton calls that with 13:39 to go here. And the game tomorrow night, Calvin, starts at 4. This time of year, they kind of move the games up a half hour earlier.
When there's no lights, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We got one on. We gotta go faster, Dave.
And Lapierre up over to Brothers. Goes to the far side over to Garrow. Garrow pushes it back up over to O'Connor, back to Garrow. Garrow finds Gay. Sends it back, trying to find Barrier. Barrier, there's a line of defense there for the Bobcats. Barrier comes back to Shield, gets it back up over to Rabideau. Rabideau heels it back, trying to find Hicks. Cleared into Chazy territory, and Dorn just one time to the near side up over to Rogers, over to Brothers. Brothers chips it up, nobody there for Chazy, picked up by LaFountain. It goes over Rogers. Hustling is Velasquez. He gets to the ball. Open space. And Velasquez trying to turn. He turns, gets the shot off, and it'll be a goal kick here for Chazy. Good movement by Darian Velasquez. With 12:26 to go here, left in the second half, it's 3-2 Chazy, leading the Bobcats on the 17th of October, 2013. Calvin Castine is on the camera. I'm Joey Trombley, and we've had no score here in Bobcat country, but the score is 3-2, Calvin. How can you explain that one?
One of those things that you can't explain. You just got to go on faith alone.
Go on faith alone. You heard it from the founding father himself. Go on faith alone. How does that happen? 11:58 to go here, and it is Dorn for Chazy. Dylan Dorn. And nice booming kick by Dorn. This is dangerous. King has it knocked away. Good job defensively. Looked like number 8, LeBombard. But Dylan Dorn in the sweeper position has had a very solid year this year. Last year he hurt his hip in the Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament on Labor Day weekend, and he was out for the season, or most of the season, but he's come back and has had a strong year here for the Eagles. So we have a throw in. It's at Rabideau. Again inside the box. It's knocked out. Garrow pushes it back, and it is Alec Lapierre. Boomed that ball over the net.
Well, this year they lost a different double D early in the season.
Yeah, they did. Derek Drake early in the season, and he was one of those key goal scorers that Coach McAuliffe, Drake has proven he can put 25, 30 in a season, and you lose that scoring punch, it definitely changes the makeup of the team.
All right, so it's a good idea not, if your last name begins with D, don't go with double D, because this could happen.
Yeah, that's very astute, Calvin. You picked right up on that one. And so you have some players out there probably changing their names around here a little bit, because they don't want to have that double D stigma
That's right.
on them. Only if early in the season. After that, you can go back to your regular name. Just the insights that we bring to these games, Calvin. There's a collision.
The Ducky Drake effect.
The Ducky Drake effect. Man, you are on your game here in Ellenburg tonight as we approach the 10-minute mark here. Under 10 as of right now it is. Ball headed back. Dorn outside of his foot. Barrier sends it forward, but off the head of LeBombard. And that would have been a handball on Drake. And that's not Derek Drake, that's his brother Kyle Drake, who's out into the game right now. Now this is dangerous here. If you're a Chazy fan, could you get these direct kicks? Actually, Kaiser's moving them back a bit.
They lost a few yards. The handball was at least 3-4 yards closer to the goal than that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But he moved it back a little bit. Gravel's got to be on his toes here, but he's guarding the line, doing a good job there. And it's a set play. Ball headed out by O'Connor.
Nice call, ball.
And ball sent up. Lapierre sending it up. And it's Hicks pushed back to the goalie. King sends it up toward midfield. Lands into Chazy territory. And O'Connor was taken down by number 21, Brady Smart. There was kind of a mismatch there in size. And O'Connor goes down with 8:36 to go here. And we have Dylan Dorn taking the kick here in the sweeper position for the Eagles. And there it is. Ball goes off of the head of LaFountain. Brothers setting it up, trying to find barrier. Off the head of 15 Kerr. Trying to find Mannion. And Mannion has it knocked away. Good play by Dorn. And it is Rogers with the kick, and it's Velasquez has a chance here. Shot goes off, and the goalie is there, King. So some nice effort here by the Bobcats.
That's the Chazy goalie, not King.
Yeah, Gravel. I was just looking at Kelleher jumping up and down over here. He wanted Velasquez to take it in toward the net, not take such a far shot. And there's another, and it is Gravel comes off his line. So nice job by Gravel with 7:33 to go.
7 minutes, boys. Tie it up.
And there's the punt by Gravel off the head of barrier. And the ball chipped up to the near side. And it is Rabideau battling. It's Rabideau battling for the ball. Goes out of bounds. Him and Velasquez were battling. And it'll be Juntanen taking the throw in here. And Barrier sending it back. Juntanen comes to the near side onto the feet of Kerr. Kerr now trying to send it across. And Dorn one-times it over the head of number 5, Kellett. But the Bobcats putting the pressure on here as we approach the end of the second half as they trail by 1. And Barrier's knocking it up over to Hicks. Hicks over to Gay. Gay trying to send it up, has it knocked away. Lapierre battling for the ball, and Brothers. So the Eagles are a little bit on their heels right here, not controlling the ball like they would want to. But now Gay sends it through. Hicks running through the defense, coming off the line, and pushed off the ball. King gets to the ball, and LeBombard made sure Hicks didn't get there. And the official said play on.
Shoulder to shoulder, they rarely call that.
Yeah, no, it was interesting.
Yeah.
And Dorn sends it back forward. So 5:51 to go, and Calvin, I officially put my left hand in my pocket. I'm going to try to get it to unfreeze here. I guess you'd call it wind chill factors up here in Ellenburg. But even with that, it's still not a bad night for a fall night.
Considering the soccer season.
Yeah. Okay, Hicks trying to split that defense. It's Hicks trying to get that going and getting through. It's Hicks. And they got to call that one. Hicks was inside the box, was taken down with 5:21 to go. And depending what glasses you're wearing, you see it as a foul or you don't see it as a foul, but I would say it was probably a foul.
I don't know. He was doing some pushing in there too, so your prism could go either way on that one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It depends who you're rooting for. I'm not saying you. I'm saying who's ever watching the game.
Yeah.
I know you don't root for anybody. You're fair and balanced.
I try to be. Except when my kids are playing, then I'd root. But outside of that,
Barrier just drilled it. The King guessed right. Barrier went to his right. King went to his right. And it is now 4-2 Chazy. So they got some separation here with 5:19 to go. But it was a nice through ball, but it was the hustle of Hicks trying to split that defense. And whenever that happens, sometimes what happens. And Hicks was taken down, and the official saw it as a foul, and it turned into a penalty kick. So Rabideau comes out of the game, and checking into the game is Brendan and Ryan here for Chazy. And it is far side. It will work its way out of bounds, so throw in here for the Bobcats. So finally on the 17th of October 2013, we have a goal here in Bobcat country, Calvin.
That's right. Finally got a goal.
We finally got a goal. So the ball is a throw in here for Chazy. Comes into Brothers. And going back defensively is Doran. Dylan Doran gets it up to O'Connor. He one-times it. Trying to find Brothers. Push back to Doran. He now heads it to the outside. O'Connor brings it back to the center of the field over to Barrier. Barrier gets by one player, pushing it up over to Brothers, back to Barrier. Some nice ball movement, trying to split, but a nice job defensively by Brady Smart. He's trying to get Ryan on the outside. It is Barrier pushing it back up over to Ryan. Ryan trying to keep it in, and a good job by the defense to knock it out. So a throw in here for the Eagles. Brendan and Ryan will take the throw in here. We approach the 4-minute mark. He gets it in over to Hayden Gay. Gay makes a nice move, looking to serve it. With his left foot, sends it across. And Barrier goes up to Rabideau trying to get a shot off. And it goes off the defense into the hands of King, so he'll work his way to the 18 for the goal kick. As we have 3:49 to go here, Chazy leading 4-2 here in Bobcat country. And Gravel waits for the ball to come in. Mannion comes in strong. And there's the punt by Gravel. Right at midfield, bounces into Bobcat territory. And nice play by number 5, but then also a nicer play by number 12, Kyle Drake over there. Gets by Barrier. Ryan with the ball, has it knocked away by number 21, Smart. And Brothers working his way to the ball. Cleared up into the far side. It is O'Connor. He goes to the open space. And back there defensively is, looked like Mannion, it looked like. Cleared out by number 19, Miller. And Barrier gets the shot off. Goes into the hands of King as we're under 3 minutes here. And there's the punt. Barrier trying to find Ryan here on the near sideline. Goes out of bounds. So we have a throw in here for the Bobcats. And it's Kerr sends it back defensively. Off the head of number 11, LaFountain, onto the feet of Smart. Into the offensive zone. Mannion fouling, battling Brothers. And Brothers sending it up, trying to find Ryan. Lapierre shielded off the ball by number 15, Kerr. And he sends it up. Coming off his line is Gravel. 2 minutes to go.
Good call. Finally.
Hey, can't do that.
And a foul on Barrier. So Mannion will take this kick. Mannion with a hard kick hits the wall. And it hits off of Hicks. That was a big booming hit by Miller. And it's Hicks trying to see where that ball is. And the ball works its way out. Rogers with under a minute to go. It is Hicks Knocked out of bounds, so throw in, so 50 seconds to go. And
In the game.
in the game. Oh, Calvin says now call it in the game. 50 seconds to go in the game. And Chazy will leave Bobcat country with a W here. Push through Hicks, try to get a shot off. And it's cleared out by the defense. And Dorn just knocks it away from Mannion. Good job defensively from Dorn, but Mannion with some nice hustle gets back to the ball with 24 seconds to go. Ryan trying to control, pushes it back up over to Barrier, onto the foot of Hicks. Hicks on the outside, has Ryan on the inside. Hicks trying to get by the defense of Miller. Miller knocks it away, so we have 8 seconds to go. They'll take the time, this clock will run out. So here on the 17th of October 2013, Chazy beats the Bobcats 4-2. Calvin Castine on the camera. I'm Joey Trombley, and as Calvin likes to say, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Ellenburg.
Corners.
Corners.
Thank you, Joey.